But can you answer the last?
Well, do
Yeah.
you think that people have been respecting you going before today? Do you think that a lot of people were respecting your team in terms of what you can actually do?
Not as much like we wanted to, I guess. A lot of other teams, such as TIG, for instance, have gotten a lot of credit for a long time, where we got nothing, even though we kind of did some good results in general.
Yeah.
But it's also because other teams got like recognizable players that has been on the scene before and stuff like that. I think so. That plays a part, definitely. Yeah.
Man, you guys, 3-0 over SGTY. I mean,
Yeah,
was
I
that
know.
expected?
It's like we've been studying them a lot, and they've probably been studying us a lot. I wouldn't say expected, but after we won the winners bracket as well, and we were like ahead 1-0, then we were feeling pretty confident, especially after winning first game as well. Like with that major push, they just didn't have a chance. It was a rather quick game, so
Yeah.
we felt pretty good after actually.
Okay, that first game, yeah. How about that? I'm glad you brought that up. What were those picks? Reaction picks to how the Legion, to how SGTY drafted, or what? Did you have that mindset going into the game that you wanted to run an aggressive push like you did?
It kind of winded up like being against theirs, and then we just kind of wanted to push quick. Me and Mao Kesu talked about earlier that, or I brought it up, like maybe we could do some really aggressive stuff in first game, trying to take it out pretty quick and feel confident, and we kind of managed that, I guess.
Yeah, that was something. I mean, that was a treat to watch. I'll say that much. We had a lot of fun casting that. I mean, were you guys surprised at how well it worked, or was that to be expected as well?
I don't know. I think we're pretty good at running lineups such as the one we ran right there. We got all their towers, then we went for the Conger. We had the token and got racked pretty easily bottom, since we had great team fight and great synergy. So
Yeah.
after that, it kind of just went uphill. Then top, where we stood for a long time, we were waiting for Insanious PK because we knew we were going to fight uphill, so we kind of needed some more initiation than me. I was playing Belfagor, by the way.
Yeah.
And then he got his PK, and I was just standing in the front, and it winded up pretty well, I would say.
Yeah, I think it did. I mean, again, that was a thing to watch. It really was just how aggressive you guys were pushing those towers and forcing SGTY to play so passive and so defensively at times. So big victory there. And as you said, that kind of gave you momentum really going into that second game. You're up 2-0. They would need to win 3 in a row, of course, to come back. So I'm sure at that point you're feeling really good. In the second game came around, though. I mean, as far as how you guys drafted, were you comfortable how things went there in the picking phase?
I were in the picking phase. I don't know. We've been screaming Fate a bit lately, or screaming teams that pick Fate, and kind of, I don't know. They've been like out roaming us. I think they maybe had a bit early. I don't know. I haven't like looked goal differentials and experience, but early they definitely had like good roaming potential and stuff. Bottom, I would have wanted it to go a bit better, but the Plague Rider did a pretty decent job down there.
Yeah. It seemed like the Silhouette, though. Relo's Silhouette seemed to be pretty farmed, and for the most part, more farmed than Puppet Master was for most of that game. I'm sure was that scary for you guys?
It was definitely, and they had really good team fight as well. It came down to like positioning and like heroes surviving that we needed to survive. I think we did a team fight mid where I actually think they got a lot of good team fights in the beginning.
Yeah.
Then we did a team fight mid where we kind of 4-1 them, I think, and then we got some items. Like we got the items that were necessary to counter my Berry Idol. Refresher on Insania, and I think items and positioning won us the game.
Speaking of items, what do you think of Silhouette choosing to go Symbol of Rage there? We found that to be a little bit curious.
Yeah, a bit actually, because she wasn't that scary in the sense that she wasn't dishing out a lot of damage.
Yeah.
And also the fact that she never got off her Geometer of Spain or her Symbol of Rage was pretty not so good.
Yeah.
Like when you buy those items and you don't get them off, it's pretty unfortunate.
That's a lot of gold to invest into an item that you're not going to use.
Yeah, indeed. Like if you had that passive shield breaker or whatever, you would have dished out a lot of damage as well without just by right-clicking.
Yeah. Especially in that last fight there. I mean, we made a point of that. I mean, that last fight, there was 3 or 4 different opportunities, and for whatever reason, I don't know if he was just getting locked down, if you guys were doing a good job of CCing him or whatever, but he could not get off the Symbol of Rage, and so we definitely found that to be very interesting, and perhaps a downfall for SGTY in the end.
Yeah.
Why,
also the amount of buybacks like in their base, I think they bought back on like 3 of their key heroes every single fight or something. Where we were in the lead, that was pretty devastating for them as well.
Yeah. Shams, I know. I believe you're still here with us, so want to give you some chance to. You have any questions yourself that you want to bring up to LezzQQ?
Well, first of all, I want to say like he had the exact same thoughts that I was saying the whole time about the Geometer's Vein and the Symbol of Rage and how like they were never able to use them. And then also the buybacks, they kept on buying back even though they were already so behind in items. So I mean, the loss was inevitable. But anyways, I just want to ask Shamal. So you guys, when you guys first came onto the scene, you guys didn't get any respect and whatnot. Was it kind of disheartening at any time that like how long is it going to take us to become recognized, and not only recognized by the public, but what about your guys' selves? Like, did you guys know you guys were going to become this good?
We've always like had the potential, I think, and I think we're doing really well in team fights due to good synergy. I have like different thoughts if it's good or if it's bad that we didn't get that much recognition in the start. Like you see a lot of teams doing really well in the start, and because they're getting casted that much, they're just like the fame is just too much. Then they lose one fight or they lose one match and they're just like disbanding or whatever.
Yeah.
Like I think we have already had like our down times and our up times, and now we're finding ourselves in a pretty nice spot. Like everything is just there at the moment, it seems.
Yeah, because I was just saying on the cast about how you guys are like a perfect example of, most of the teams that we see flourish are teams that get recognition right away because they have big names on their teams, But you guys were kind of a team that just stuck together. No one really knew people in the competitive scene, I knew all you guys and stuff, but people in the public didn't know who you guys were and kind of just discredited you, and that's kind of disheartening, And then you guys kind of have to start doubting yourselves, but you guys kept through it, and I don't think many other HoN teams have been able to accomplish that.
No, I can definitely agree. Like, we're starting to get casted now, but as I said, like we already had our downtime and a lot of drama and stuff going on, but we kind of figured out it all. So I think it's a good time that stuff is happening right now. It could have been like devastating if it was in a rough time, or what you might call it.
Yeah. It seems like it's coming together at the right time. Is really where it sounds like you're going with that.
Indeed.
So it sounds like also on a personal level. I mean, you guys are becoming good friends, and you're happy where that stands on a personal level as far as friendship goes and everything.
Yeah, definitely. Or were there more?
Well, no, I was gonna say like there's not too much drama anymore, at least behind the scenes.
No, not at all. And we have been so excited for this, like all the matches and stuff, and we've just been focusing so much on this DreamHoN event. Like everything else wasn't as important.
Yeah.
We kind of, like we talked about it yesterday, that we haven't even given DreamHack any thoughts yet. Like the big event, we've just been focusing so much on this, like free hotel, free all the expenses paid up there. It's pretty big. So, but we have been talking about a boot camp and stuff up there at his Insignia's place.
Good.
He doesn't live too far from DreamHack, so I think we're gonna, like, we get to know each other and all, and spend some time. It's gonna be really good, really fun.
Yeah, that's obviously can be very important to do, because I don't know if you even know this, but is there a whole lot of LAN experience on your team as far as that LAN presence goes?
I don't think so, to be honest. I went to DreamHack once and some Danish LAN events sometimes, but other than that, not really.
Yeah.
I went with Haxorin and Druids last summer, I think, or last winter, I can't remember.
Whenever that was. Yeah, okay. So, but obviously as a team, by no means. So, and that Gambit, that is something that, you know, of course, as you said, boot camping, of course, could at least help with getting prepared for it. Because I think you would even agree. I mean, LAN is definitely different than online as far as our competition goes.
Yeah, definitely, and like the tension there and like people's mood and everything is really. It's really good.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward. I think we can still do pretty good at LAN as well, though. We're gonna come up with some sneaky tactics.
Are you? It's always fun, man. Hey, push strategies like we saw in that first game. I love that, you know, and any tactics like that. So, any team now that you are worried about going into this event, because kind of going with that LAN experience, obviously Fnatic Great Call, a name that keeps coming back up, definitely a scary team. But any team that comes to your mind that you're going to be a little bit worried against going up against in the main event?
Obviously TDM, I would say, and all the other Fnatic and Frey, as you mentioned, like those three is like pretty big teams. Yeah. We have played them in a couple of tournaments and scrims and stuff with different results, but they're definitely teams to look out for, in my opinion. Also, like all of the European teams, and there are probably going to be some in the BYOC as well. So definitely some teams to look out for.
Southeast Asia, Russia, are those worrisome for you or no?
Like I don't know that much about them. It's pretty hard to get any insight on them. I only know what I've heard, like in other interviews, what they've been talking about. Southeast Asia maybe could do some sneaky picks or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, their play style and stuff, because you don't know anything about it, could be pretty scary as well.
Yeah. All right. So again, you're going to the main event. Excited for DreamHack. It sounds like you are going to prepare for it, and so your excitement levels up there as a team. I mean, you guys are feeling good right now.
Yeah. I don't know. I've just been talking. I'm shaky after the games and stuff. I'm just so hyped right now. So in the moment.
Shams?
Yeah, indeed.
Do another.
I think there's one more appropriate question to be asked. So LezzQQ, aka Shamal, you're a huge Meraxes player, man. How do we nerf that hero?
It's not about the hero.
Does he need a nerf?
It's not about the hero. It's about the player.
Oh, okay.
Oh, what a baller over here.
Okay.
Brush them shoulders off.
Hey, I thought BxF was humble, man. You're slowly ruining your reputation.
I'm the only unmannered JK.
Well, do you feel though that Meraxes needs to be nerfed, or?
In some way, I don't know how to nerf him, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he always had like also the 10+ armor from his second the Arcane Shield. I'm not sure
he
if
did
he had
actually.
That. Okay.
I don't know if that changed.
I'm not sure though. Like he's so tanky, and he even gets more armor there, and then he gets like that ultimate can just tank like 4 heroes early on. Maybe the ulti a bit, because it's so good offensive and it's so good like defensive.
We'll see. I did get the chance to talk to Doc Kaiser a little bit about it, so he's definitely very aware of what has been going on lately. Competitive scene with it. So.
Don't take away my hero.
I'm not saying it needs to be changed. You still got Balfagor, don't worry. Lalonde will be happy that you'll still play Balfagor.
Yeah,
so.
that's right. I can play Balfagor.
You got that one going.
Hate that hero, man.
Any hero that we never really see that you would like to maybe see, or maybe a hero that we can expect to see from you guys? I know you don't want to give anything away necessarily, but
oh, no comments.
Almost.
No, I don't know. I'm not sure really. Like most of the heroes are being picked or tried out, I think. Some teams are trying out Artesia, but like the role she plays, they're just other heroes that can do like the same, if not more, in my opinion. I don't know. Maybe she's too easy to knock down or whatever.
I think she's too easy to kill.
Yeah.
There's no escape, nothing. But anyways, I guess I have one more question.
Yeah.
as BxF, like, okay, you guys are a team that have improved a lot over the time, and now many consider you guys to be elite. Where do you think you guys have to improve? I mean, you guys have had to improve a lot. You got your synergy up there, your individual talent, and all that. What do you think as a team you guys need to get better at?
That's a good question. I don't know at the moment. Like we can always get better, of course.
Yeah, exactly. So
like better synergy, better team play. I don't know. Like all the small details, I would say, could be sharpened out or try to perfectionize these small things.
I guess that's good. It means that you don't have any glaring holes, at least.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Sometimes, like, maybe the players get affected a bit too much. But I would say, like, in general, that no one is raging, no one is doing any kind of those things. So
yeah,
in that way, like, that's pretty good. That's the way to move forward, like, not raging and at least hardcore raging.
Yeah, for sure. No, you guys are definitely one of the model teams of how it should be done, in my opinion, at least.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. I think that's getting close to wrapping it up, though. So, obviously, as we always do, LezzQQ, any last-second shout-outs you want to make here before we wrap it up?
Yeah, can you hold on a second? I got, like, 800, so...
You got plenty of shout-outs. Take your time.
Yeah, of course, our organization, our manager, Davsy, our CEO, Sinat, a lot of IRL friends as well, Chuli, Mollyboy, Remonk, and all those. Redium, Haxerin. Oh, Haxerin, cannot forget. Wait, there was more. I know it. It's all these messages. My team, obviously.
Those guys that helped me get this turned to DreamHack, I guess they could deserve it.
Yeah, I forgot about them. But my team, obviously, great team.
Yeah.
That's about it, I think.
No,
are you gonna thank your shoulders for carrying them, or what?
Again?
I said, are you gonna thank your shoulders for carrying them? This heavy team.
Yeah, at some point. They're pretty good, my shoulders. So.
Yeah.
Quite the carry player here.
They need to like give me free stuff when I get to Sweden, I think.
Yeah. Make them.
But it's okay. They did decent.
They did all right. They did all right. So good enough. Good enough to.
I'm gonna get flamed for this.
Exactly. So. Here.
I'm trying to get you in trouble, man. I'm trying to start drama between the team.
Team, I love you. You're really good.
Best. We'll let you finish on that. We'll let you finish on that just in case. So.
Yeah. Thank you.
Really do appreciate you coming on LezzQQ. Obviously, big congratulations. You can definitely tell you are genuinely excited, as I'm sure your team is. So, congratulations, man. You're going to DreamHack. You're representing the European region. Good luck at the main event. Yeah. We'll definitely see more of you, and we'll talk to you more in the future, man.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks a bunch, man, and also you, Shams. It was
Take care,
nice.
Shamal.
No problem, man.
I will. See you later, guys.
Take it easy.
Bye.
All right, so there you go. LezzQQ there from blackfade.org giving us a
team to root
reaction.
For.
Yeah, I agree.
Easy team to root for.
Yeah. Just say, you're a fan. You're a fan of them. You can tell that, but for good reason. You're right. I mean,
well, no, I play with. Okay, Mzai, I probably play with him more than anybody else at HOD. He's one of the people I play with the most, and then I play with a lot of them too. So,
yeah.
But I mean, from a public standpoint, if I didn't know them, I could tell like I would root for them just because they did it the right way, the way they built up their team.
Mm-hmm. You're right. They definitely didn't let it bother them too much that they weren't getting a lot of recognition, and they just did their own thing in the background. You could even say, and sure enough, here they are, European champions, and we said, no doubt, the toughest region out of all these regions to compete in, and they are the ones that came out on top. So that says something in itself. So 3-0 over SG2I on top of that. I mean, they made a statement right there. They didn't lose a single. No, they did lose one game. They did lose to Team Itsukosu one game in that best of the three. So. I was just about to say they went undefeated, but they did not exactly go undefeated, but hey, they won it all. That's what matters, obviously. All right, that is going to be the moment, though, to start wrapping this up. So, again, Shams, any last-minute shout-outs you want to make here? Wrapping this up.
Nah. Shout-out to Zyrori for not being able to make it here. I feel bad for him, but aside from that, there's not really anyone else in the world I like too much, so just I'll leave it at that.
Fair enough, fair enough. All right, twitch.tv/shams. That's where they can find you. Always got to plug that for you, because I know you don't want to.
Or you can find me in Santa Barbara, California. I'll give you my address if you want to fight in real life.
There's always that too. There's always the real life.
I know there's haters out there, you know.
Plenty of haters.
I'm ready for you.
Plenty of haters. All right, thanks for coming on again, Shams. Really do appreciate it.
No problem, man. Anytime. I have a blast here, and hopefully you guys like it too. So.
Of course, of course. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. The DreamHoN qualifiers are officially over. Again, big congratulations to our 3 championship teams: Frenetic Array from the Oceanic, Trademark Esports from the North American, and BlackFade.org from the European region. They are all going to be representing their specific regions as 3 of the 8 teams total at the main event. Of course, Korea, CIS, Southeast Asia, and the BYLC winner on top of Fnatic Raycall going to be the other 5 spots. So the main event, baby, $60,000 prize pool. Top 4 teams get a piece of that prize. Every team will play each other once. It's such an epic format. It's going to be a lot of fun. DreamHack Summer 2012. Myself and Ziori, of course, going to be there with other S2 staff. Definitely looking forward to that. Mid-June, of course. So hopefully you've enjoyed our coverage. With that said, I do want to make this point very clear as well. We are going to be putting a forum post up, hopefully in the near future, and we want to get your feedback, guys. We want to get your response. Want to get your feedback on what you thought of our coverage here at DreamHoN, what you thought of the production value, what you thought of the interviews that we did, what you thought of the day in day out content. And, want to get your constructive criticism. We want to get your feedback and see what we could do better, see where we can improve, of course, and see what you liked. Because, obviously, as I kept going back to, it's been a grind for us here, myself, Ziori, CAMI, and Murray, our producers, many, many more, which we'll have credits coming up here, guys. But it's definitely been a trip here for the last 2 weeks, and we've put a lot of effort into it, a lot of hours, and, we want to see, really how much it was appreciated by you guys. So definitely check out that forum post. Once it is up, it will be in the competitive forums, and definitely look out for it.
Breaky, as someone who's been a spectator until, these finals, I have to say you guys have done a great job, honestly. I'm not just trying to kiss up because, I'm here now with you and, I'm here. I support you guys and stuff, but no, you guys did a great job. I mean, it's almost as if, I'm watching a sports broadcast. You guys got the pregame interview, the postgame interview. It's so much coverage, and I think everyone's appreciating it. So
thank you. And again, on that note, I do want to again. That's definitely what we're shooting for. I mean, we are trying to get that sports feel.
I can honestly tell that you guys are really looking to be like a sports broadcast, and it works out.
Yeah. So all right, well, definitely appreciate that, Shams. And yeah, so for you guys again tuning in, definitely check that out, and looking forward to hearing your feedback. So. It's official, guys. DreamHoN, the qualifying event is over. DreamHoN sponsored by Alienware Arena. The DreamHoN main event coming up mid-June. DreamHack Summer 2012. Take it easy, guys. We'll see you in Sweden. Going to be a blast.